Welcome, everyone. Have a wonderful evening here. Welcome to our K-Space Academy preview webinar. My name is Ted, and I'll be your MC for tonight. Together with my colleague, Shimon, we'll be sharing with you our new school holiday course, Mars Exploration, ready for Cactus Holistic Center and KidOasis Children Education Center. The presentation will be roughly 15 minutes, and there'll be plenty of time for questions at the end. We are all so excited to get started. But just before we do, let's check a few things off so we can all have a great experience. First, please keep your mics muted. There's a mute button on the top right of your image. Use that to mute yourself, or you can use the audio button found in the bottom left of your menu bar. We would also like you to keep your videos on, as it's nice for me and Shimon to look at your beautiful faces and know who we're talking to. However, if your video becomes unstable and the sound gets a little bit wobbly, you can try turning off your video to save bandwidth. We obviously encourage you to ask questions. Please use the chat function to send me a private message along with your questions during any time of the presentation. I'll be collecting all the questions and we'll save all the responses for a Q&A session at the very end. To use the chat function, again, go to the menu bar on the bottom and you'll see a chat icon. Again, please only send your questions privately to the host, Actura. So that's all the housekeeping taken care of. Let's get started. I'm very pleased to invite Principal Madam Tae Sui Ying to say a few words to all the parents and students.
要讲华语还是要讲英文啊？各位家长哈，还有我们合作的伙伴呢，我们台湾和澳洲的合作的伙伴，还有马来西亚的合作伙伴，大家好哈。今天呢，我们非常荣幸哦，能够跟我们的这么多的单位啊一起合作来推荐这样的一个活动。我希望呢，能够把很进步的、很先进的朋友，我们尤其是我们仙人掌和安亲班的小朋友，我希望我们绿洲的孩子的未来是不一样的，所以我也希望我们绿洲的孩子呢，跟其他学校的孩子是不一样的，因为我们有一个比较前瞻性的课程提供给大家，所以呢，我很希望，爸爸妈妈如果有机会的话，真的可以让我们的孩子来参加我们的这个很有意义的课程。我希望把我们的孩子带向未来的课程，让孩子能够走向太空，走向世界。装备好了这些条件的时候，我们的孩子走到世界都可以跟世界竞争。毫无疑问的，绿洲的孩子一定领先在前端。所以我想今天我们的合作伙伴呢，给我们我的网络好像不是很好哦，不晓得大家听到好像卡住是吧？因为我这里的网线不是很好，不过总的来说，我是希望我们的绿洲的孩子跟仙人掌的孩子们能够有不一样的学习，所以呢，我们都把最进步的课程，最前瞻性的课程带给我们的孩子。所以爸爸妈妈待会你听了之后呢，你有任何的疑问，你也可以谈。但是这是我在不断的为孩子寻找课程的当儿，我都是在寻找一些适合而且是对孩子未来有帮助的课程。所以待会我们花一点时间来听听看，到底这个课程对我们孩子有什么帮助，好吗？谢谢。
谢谢校长，谢谢。Thank you for the encouraging words, Principal. Now let me hand the floor over to Shimon, who is our sales manager for K-Space Academy, to tell you all about the amazing program.
All right, thank you, Ted. Very good evening to everyone. Thank you for joining us. We are pleased to introduce to you the organizations, Actura and CASE, and our new out-of-class STEM learning program, K-Space Academy. Actura is proud to be the exclusive global partner of CASE, to develop and market innovative STEAM programs and solutions around the world. CASE, the California Association for STEAM Education, is a nonprofit organization headquartered in Cupertino, California. CASE was established by educators, industry leaders, and entrepreneurs to advocate the excellence in STEAM education through the development and implementation of innovative in-class curriculum and extracurricular education programs. Actura was established in Australia in 2014, and since then has engaged over 5,000 students across 500 schools in unique, transformative STEM study programs. Now, experts in space education, CASE has the support of a strong network of space industry professionals and educators, developed through our international out-of-class study programs. We are pleased to share this experience with you now through our new in-home STEM courses. There is a lot of discussion around STEM or STEAM in education and business. The challenge is to ignite a deep interest and enthusiasm for STEM in young students and to maintain their innate curiosity to continue through their lives. It is never too early to start learning. The development of STEM knowledge alone is not enough. STEM should instead be considered as a set of integrated disciplines that are far more powerful when coupled with personal competency skills in order for students to better apply their STEM skills to real-world problems. We tap into the real world of space. It is technical, topical, and exciting. The 7 survivor skills is a set of transportable skills for the 21st century to help students to navigate their way through school and their career. Practicing these survivor skills early and applying them with STEM knowledge to solve practical problems. Children will be able to create their own success in our rapidly changing world. Our case-based program is built on the foundation of the 7 survival skills. The program offers 3 pillars of learning. On your computer screen on the left-hand side, you will see experiential. Students are immersed in hands-on activities to learn about space and implementing the engineering design process and the scientific method to apply STEM to space. The middle pillar, inquiry-based learning, presented with real-world space scenario. Students will follow their own inquiry to learn and solve problems, supported and guided by real-time coaching. And lastly, on the right of your computer screen, personal development. NASA experts will present via video, inspiring students to pursue their curiosity in STEM and space. Now, let's have a look at the power of NASA's teamwork as they celebrate the landing of the Curiosity rover.
Vehicle reports entry interface. We are beginning to feel the atmosphere as we go in here. It is reporting that we are seeing G's on the order of 11 to 12 foot G's. We should have parachute deploy around Mach 1.7. Standing by for batch shell separation. Standing by for sky crane. Sky crane is started.
Signal to us, you remain strong.
Touchdown confirmed. We're seeing
K-Space Academy is the ultimate STEM learning program, engaging students through the excitement of space. Each course includes 5 days of live online learning for 2.5 hours per day, based at home during the school holidays, and specifically developed for kids ages 10 to 12 years old. Students will be conducted, will be conducted via Zoom, with all course materials available through Google Classroom. A unique blended learning program that combines the best online learning with live coaching. As experts in space education, CASE networks with the US space industry, ensuring our courses are authentic, based on current space challenges and future missions. NASA aims to send the first human missions to Mars in 2030s. For those ages 10, 11, or even 12 years old, you will get a chance to explore Mars. And we like to call you guys the Mars generation. It is time to help you guys prepare. At K-Space Academy, students will discover the issues that space scientists around the world are working on right now. How to explore Mars, how humans can work on Mars, and how humans can live on Mars. This is why we are here, to explore Mars with the Mars generation. The Mars 2020 rover is currently on its way to Mars and will test technologies useful for future human missions. You will discover the Mars 2020 mission, and then we challenge you to explore the Martian surface. Exploring Mars is the next milestone for the space industry. With current advancement in technology, engineering, and robotics, uncovering the mysteries of Mars has never been more possible. With lots of engaging content and plenty of time to grasp the concept and apply theory, you will have lots of fun over 5 days, 12.5 hours, 11 lessons, 8 student activities, and 3 student challenges. Have you heard of the Mars 2020 mission? This is NASA's recent mission currently on its way to Mars. To the students in the room, or I do see some parents, does anyone know the name of the rover that is on board? This is the perfect time for you to actually unmute yourself and shout out the answer, or you could type it in the chat.
Perseverance.
Oh, all right, that's correct. Perseverance. That was fast. You're the fastest so far. All right, I tell you what, I'll give you another question. What about the name of the helicopter that is also on board? What's his name?
Ingenuity.
Oh, awesome. That's good. That's good. Yes, Ingenuity. Do you know how they got their names? 2 middle school students, meaning to say people around your age, suggested the names Perseverance and Ingenuity. NASA was so impressed that they chose these to name their new rover and helicopter. Now, launched on 30th July 2020, the Perseverance rover and Ingenuity helicopter drone are now on their way to Mars. But Mars is so far away, it will take 7 months to get there. The purpose of the mission is to discover whether life has ever existed on Mars and whether it ever could again. During the K-Space Academy Mars exploration, you will learn about the groundbreaking Mars 2020 mission, the unique environment on Mars that these robots are working in, and then you design your very own exploration mission. Now think about it. What would you like to know more about? What is your big Mars question? The Ingenuity helicopter is super exciting technology. The first test flight on another planet. It is light and strong to manage the Martian conditions with autonomous controls. How do we create future exploration flight craft? You will learn about the 4 forces that act on airplanes and helicopters to achieve flight by testing your own paper helicopters. To see yourself how your wings generate lift, to hold the helicopter up in the air, to generate enough lift for the Mars helicopter drone. Engineers gave it 2 sets of enormous blades. Another tricky question. To the students or even the parents, can you guess how wide the drone blades are? I'm 2 meters tall. No, actually I'm shorter. But just imagine I'm 2 meters tall. It's half my height. Anyone?
1 meter.
Precisely. So it's enormous, right? It rotates 10 times faster than those of helicopters on Earth. Using the engineering design process, you will work as engineers to change your helicopter, to develop, test, and refine your design, to achieve lift and also slow controlled descent. Can you glide your craft into a gentle, safe landing? Having learned about the strange environment and the different atmosphere on Mars, and having some fun testing on the 4 forces of flight and the laws of motion, you'll be ready to design and discuss your own, sorry. One thing a lot of students want to know is how, actually how rockets work. And you're going to introduce this, we will introduce you these basics. So that's where actually the Newton's third law of motion comes in. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. You will design a balloon-powered rover to investigate how rockets work and how your rover can actually accelerate. Now, going in a straight line sounds easy, doesn't it? But across a very dusty and rocky Martian surface with limited atmospheric pressure and a changing energy source, how about in a race? You will challenge each other as you race across Mars, and again, through iterative design, you will explore how to improve your rover to perform consistently. Now, so having learned all this strange environment and the different atmosphere on Mars, and of course, you're having some fun testing on it, and of course, learning the laws of motion, you will then now be ready to design and discuss your own mission. This is where your imagination and creativity, jointly your newly acquired STEM skills, your big Mars questions can be explored. Where will you go? How will you get there? And what will you discover? Is the Jezero crater a good location to build a colony? Is there water beneath the ancient lake? Can the rock or either dirt samples from the ancient volcano be used for building materials? You will have the chance to set the path for your mission with a rover well equipped to manage the task in time available. You can sketch, write, or build your idea. Presenting it to a group, you will see you are able to put your new skills into great use as you share your Mars mission. Now, the growth mindset is a concept developed by Professor Carol Dweck of Stanford University. Students will learn to adopt a growth mindset, realizing talent and ability can be strengthened and developed through effort and hard work. Students will be developing personal competencies throughout the course based on the principles of the growth mindset and the 21st century skills. Students will be guided through these competencies during each session, and you will have plenty of time to practice it as you undertake your own challenge. Now, all throughout your time at K-Space Academy, you will be guided by course leaders trained and certified by Case Institute of Professional Development. Our course leaders are space subject enthusiasts, and many have led Case student groups to NASA in our international study program. They are excited to share their knowledge of space with you, and through their personal facilitation, all students will enthusiastically build their knowledge of STEM and passion for your learning. The Case VIP Insight Speaker Series is an exclusive opportunity for Case families to meet NASA experts via our small group webinars. Each Case-based Academy participant and the family will be invited to attend one of these exciting events. We have a VIP speaker series scheduled late January and February that your family can join for both NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab and Johnson Space Center, talking about their current missions. And of course, every mission starts with a launch kit. You receive your own t-shirt, a badge, and posters. K-Space Academy is the most comprehensive online space learning program mapped to syllabus standards with connection in the US space industry to ensure authenticity. Courses are delivered live by our trained and certified course leaders with lessons in real time, ensuring your young students are guided through discussion and activities, all while building a personal competency skills and practicing the principles of the growth mindset. Young students will be captured by the incredible excitement of space and deeply engaged in lifelong STEM learning. Ultimately, our aim is to inspire passion and enthusiasm for STEM within our young students. Thank you so much for listening in.
Thank you, Shimon. Doesn't that sound so fascinating, guys? Super exciting program. Before we move into Q&A, I'd like to invite out Abraham, founder of GoSTEM, to say a couple words for all the families in attendance tonight. Abraham?
Hi, my name is Abraham from GoSTEM Sundrambat. We are the marketing partners of K-Space School program in Malaysia. And GoSTEM is the leading STEM learning program company in Malaysia who promotes STEM program in the school. One of the founders of GoSTEM is Captain Faiz, whom is one of the 4 final candidates who was sent to the Russia for astronaut training. But our finalist, our candidate who went to the space station was Sheikh Muzaffar, Datuk Sheikh Muzaffar. Okay, I hope Captain Faiz can one day go to KidOasis and also Cactus School to give a talk. I hope one day he will do that. He's a pilot anyway. He's supposed to join the meeting today, but he's he got a flight to US tonight, so he cannot join the meeting. So why we need to learn STEM skill? Because in the next generation, 75% of future job requires STEM learning skill. Therefore, I encourage everyone take the opportunity to grab this opportunity to participate in the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Abraham. So booking is live, as Abraham just mentioned. So please visit the link that you see on the slide here, and you may use these promo codes to get a further discount in your enrollment. So time for some Q&A. I had a question from Carol just now. So how many participants per section? So our class size is usually 20 students maximum. And we do this by controlling the amount of students in each class. That way we can optimize the learning journey and make sure that the experience for all the students are just as amazing. So we keep it at 20 students per class. Okay. We've also had another question. Is the program for ages 10 to 13? Yes, we've designed this program, K-Space Academy, for middle schoolers. But obviously, if your child is 9-year-old, about to turn 10, or he or she is 13, turning on 14, definitely more than welcome to join as well. When we do group formations, when we group 20 students in each class, we try to funnel them into similar age groups. That way we can have some of the concepts in physics and science a little bit more simple for the younger kids, and vice versa for the older age groups, it'll be a little bit more challenging. So there is that component of a tad bit customization. We have a question here from Charles. Is this course being delivered? Has it been delivered before? What is the feedback from the students? So yes, we have delivered this course many times already, and the reception from all of our participants in the past have been extremely positive. Almost everyone would refer their fellow classmate or fellow parents to come attend as well. Let me just read you a couple of quotes that we actually got from the parents themselves. Most of them stressed on the fact that it was good to see kids having so much fun while they were learning. One parent from Mentone Primary School said the course facilitator was excellent and connected well with the parents. We had another parent said, great experience, my daughter loved it. Pitched to extend imagination, interactive and fun. She looked forward to it every day and can't wait for the next one. So a lot of great feedback we got from the parents saying that, you know, learning can be fun, and all their children really enjoyed the hands-on activities that we presented to them during the program. Carol, do you provide a long-term program for 12 to 15-year-old? Currently, our K-Space Academy, there is 2 topics ready for this upcoming December holiday season. So Mars Exploration and it's Mars Live. Now, Shimon mentioned that this course will last 5 days, 2.5 hours per day. This is a program that we designed because of this coronavirus epidemic. We do have international study programs that are catered to middle schoolers and high schoolers. We take them over to Houston, to NASA for 14 days. So that's an international study program, but we will have to wait until the borders open for us to be able to carry out this program at KidOasis or Cactus. Okay. We have another question here. Is the course conducted in English? Is there a Mandarin one? Unfortunately, yes, they're all in English, unfortunately, yeah. So it's a great chance for your child to, practice some English as well. All of our course trainers are based out of Australia with really, really experienced expertise in the background of physics, and they're all space science enthusiasts. So they have a lot of knowledge regarding, what the current missions are. They're really fun with the kids. Most of them have been on to NASA expeditions with us in the past, taking care of kids. So they're really reliable. But yeah, the course is conducted entirely and completely in English. Any discount for sibling? So for the promo code that you see here, it will be $80 off the cost that you see on the screen. Now, obviously, you can apply this promo code multiple times for multiple participants, multiple kids. I hope that answers your question. So yeah, you can apply promo codes for each student if you'd like. I have another one here. Do I need any prerequisite knowledge, space science knowledge to join the class? Actually, you don't. We've had many students in the past cohorts that learned a lot with us and with the course leaders. And so this class is supposed to be fun, and we will not just be learning about, space science knowledge, but also building up your child's personal skills with the personal development programs that Shimon mentioned, the growth mindset, 21st century skills. These are all skills that we believe children will need down the line in the future, whether it's in school or whether it's with their future careers. But we do so with a lot of fun activities for them to carry out. Can non-Cactus student join the course? Yes, as long as you sign up via the link, I believe you can do it. These classes are conducted in the safe environment of your home. So as long as you have access to a computer with internet, stable internet, you can come and sign up. May I know how many classes and how long is the duration of each class? So classes for both Mars Exploration and It's Mars Live will run for 1 week. So 5 days. Every day it will be 2.5 hours of your children's time. Okay, so 12.5 hours total to complete this course. Can kid be put together with his friend in the same class? Definitely make a note of it during your booking on the e-store. We will try our best to allocate them in the same class. But granted, again, like I mentioned, we try to group our kids and form groups according to their age. And so if this guy's friend or the kid's friend is of different age, that might be a consideration that we take into mind. So definitely make a note, definitely send us that remark. We'll try our best. Yeah, and Abraham just posted, so after discount, it's $9.99 net. Thank you, Abraham. Any other questions? Oh, I see one here. Is there homework? Actually, this is the one time in school, I guess, where you don't get any homework. So that's a big win. No homework, guys. But we will be using Google Classroom for some of our activities. So students are definitely more than welcome to research deeper into any topics they're interested in and share with the rest of the group. I, I think it was Carol's son that was really snappy with the Perseverance and Ingenuity helicopter. So there's definitely a lot of topics that we have on our resources in Google Classroom that you can explore, dive deeper if you want. How to reach Sure if we need further details after this webinar. So there is a link on the next slide. So you can message, send us email to GoStem. We will get back to you, or you can simply leave us a remark. You can visit the GoStem website as well. There are emails there available for your contact info. Any other questions? The teaching materials we posted in the Google Classroom. So yes, in the launch kit that we send out to every student, there will be a material list. Okay, so this material list would involve what kind of stationery you might need. You might, for day one, you might need scissors, you might need tape, some A4 paper, etc. So we have that material list ready for you guys. It's items that are usually common in the household, so we're not expecting you to go out and go on a shopping spree for expensive materials. It's stuff that you can find at home, and we encourage you to recycle. So definitely go through your recycling bin to see if anything can be used for any of these hands-on projects. Okay, in the Google Classroom, we will actually be hosting more of the program aspects element. So this material list will be provided to you ahead of time. So I have a question here. If I were to summarize 5 days activities in short, so, okay, so 5 days of activities, let me break it down a little bit. Day one is pretty much for your child to explore Mars and the Mars environment. You know, finding differences and identifying what's different on Mars than it is on Earth. And then day two, they actually move into the physics of flight. So the 4 motions of flight that Shimon introduced earlier. And we also look into the Ingenuity helicopter. Now on day 3, they actually delve deeper into the EDP helicopter and how does it fly on Mars. And then day 4, we're looking at the laws of motion, the Perseverance rover, and the EDP rover. And then lastly, on day 5, the last day, it's Mars mission day. So students actually design your own mission to Mars, and you captain your entire mission and present it to the rest of the group. So that's a big high-level summary of what goes on in those 5 days for the kids. Yeah. So I was mentioning for the upcoming December holiday, we have 2 courses available. So that was Mars exploration in 5 days. Now it's a Mars Live, and on day 1, the kids are actually doing a comparison of Mars and Earth environment, specifically talking about what our human requirements are. You know, what, sure, there's some oxygen on Mars, but not enough for us to breathe. So we need some apparatus, etc. On day 2, it's about exploring galactic farming. So has anyone seen the movie Martian? Have you guys seen the movie Martian, where he's constantly planting potatoes? So stuff like that. How do you farm and survive? You know, how do you feed your colony once we go to Mars? It's all about living on Mars. On day 3, we talk about water resources. Humans can't go on without water for more than, I think, 3 days. So how do you, you know, have recyclable water? How do you source water? Day 4, it's about energy production. So, you know, you might need electricity. You might need all these essentials for your habitat to be working and be sustainable. So how do you produce energy? And then lastly, on day 5, it's a Mars Life course. Again, it's a Mars mission, but here the child is actually designing a colony, how to sustain your crew in a fashion on Mars. So how to live on Mars, pretty much in a nutshell. So it's a Mars Live. I'm seeing here, is kids below 10 years old can join this class? Yes, we prefer if he or she is 9-year-old, that's perfectly fine. But again, the course is designed for ages 10 to 13. If you can give or take 1 year, should be all right. But anything younger, we're afraid that might be too difficult for their comprehension of the entire delivery. So do take that in mind. What will the children receive after the course completion? So you will actually receive the honor of having piloted and designed your own mission to Mars. Again, I think this is the introductory stepping stone to our international study program, because at the end of the day, when you're talking about astronaut training, when you're talking about space exploration, it's always good to actually take the kids over to NASA to see it live, to see it in person. It makes all that difference when it comes to, you know, whether they want to pursue such a career down the path, or whether it's just, you know, to build up their STEM competency skills. So upon graduation, they'll actually receive a certificate from CASE, the nonprofit organization Shimon mentioned earlier, the California Association for STEAM Education, and an honor, you know, to have participated. And you can make a lot of friends during this 5 days as well. The students will come from different countries. So for this specific class, we try to have kids from your school to start. But if there really is a lot more classes, and we need to fill up a couple of seats, we may merge with kids from other schools. But for the time being, this will be only for KidOasis and Cactus. Okay. Any other questions? So I think we'll just take a couple more, and then we can call it a night.
I think Ted, they were asking about the deadline of the registration. It's actually 13 November. I think I didn't put in the slides. Yeah.
Right.
Can you address that?
Oh, I missed that. Sorry about that. So yeah, so 2 weeks. So today is our official announcement to Cactus as well as KidOasis. Registration deadline will close in 2 weeks. So GoldStem will actually be sending out, as well as KidOasis and Cactus will be sending out reminder emails and follow-up EDMs to all the parents, you know, who might have missed this session. You can rewatch. We have recordings ready, so they can rewatch it, sign up. We'll be sending you out reminder emails to remind you of the deadline as it approaches. All right. So to add, the testimonials or the classes that we conducted before have all been with Australia and New Zealand. So we have found great success in the past with our CSA program. And it's really here designed not to just, you know, not for the kids who are like really into science, but we really welcome, you know, kids with all type of background and passion, because at the end of the day, when we're talking about STEM education, it's, you know, we're building up those 7 survival skills that the kids really need. So yes, space science, all fun. A lot of knowledge will come from the class, but it's really about building up your personal development through these hands-on activities. How do you, you know, apply critical thinking, problem-solving skills when you design your own Mars mission? Or how do you collaborate, work in teams during your breakout rooms when you do group projects? So skills like that, the kids will really hone during these 5 days. Okay, I think this pretty much wraps it up. Again, you can always send this with any of your questions to the email here. Please visit the site to sign up any booking. Thank you, Principal Madam Tae-Sui Ying, for your time, and to all the families in attendance tonight. We look forward to exploring Mars with you. Have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is an opportunity for us to having this course. I think parents can take some consideration to join our class.
Thank you.
If got any
Thank you.
question, you can call me or can call our teacher, Tracy, okay? We will give you further information to know about this course, okay?
So the course is on, it will be held on the 21st to 25th of December from 9 to 11:30, 2.5 hours per day. So altogether 5 days. So you don't have, as I saw some parents is asking how to contact in Actura. You can contact the school and me also. My name is Abraham. So you can call my handphone 01229518752 for further details of the program. So we are the partners of Actura in Malaysia, GoStem. So just call me.
Is there any question? No.
Any more questions?
Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Look forward to seeing you at K-Space Academy.